Hello, I'm Kate Stichina. You are watching InstaForex News. The recovery of the German economy will continue by the moderate paces, but there are considerable downward risks connected with the weakness of the bank sector and probability of more flat world economic growth than it was expected. The International Monetary Fund stated about this on Tuesday, decreasing the forecast for the economic advance in Germany. According to the IMF's report, in 2010, the German GDP will grow by 1.2% and in 2011 by 1.7%, whereas last year there was a decline by 4.9%. In February, the IMF was expecting that the upturn of the German GDP will be 1.5% in 2010 and in 2011 1.9%. The German economy won over the positions lost during the crisis. The support from the part of the policy, the recovery of stores and surge of the world demand boosted the economy from the recession, the IMF noted. The revival probably will be moderate. The export growth, as it was expected, will be slower than before the crisis. The remaining weakness of the bank sector will exert pressure on the credit offer, and the increase in unemployment will induce consumers to exercise caution. The measures which were taken in the financial sector helped to flatten the financial markets and to slacken the systemic risk, but the vulnerability maintains, is said in the statement of the Executive Council of the IMF. The general condition of the German financial sector improved after the crisis, but the structurally unprofitable state banks continue to create the systemic risks. The IMF believes that the strengthening of the capital should be a priority for the major part of the German banks. The IMF also noted that the deficit of the German state budget, which includes all budget of the public sector, is large by German standards. There is a necessity to start the fiscal consolidation when the recovery is self-reliant. This is forecasted in 2011. Any tax deductions in 2011, which were promised by the government, if the budget conditions allow, should be intended by the compensatory budget measures, is said in the report. It is predicted that this year the budget deficit of the German state sector will advance to 5.7% from the GDP compared to 3.3% in 2009 and will stand at 5.1% in 2011. The inflation should rise to 0.9% this year in comparison with 0.2% in 2009 and to 1% in 2011. The IMF stated that Germany should refuse from the special policy at the labor market, intending to the support of their employment during the crisis and to realize the structural reforms in order to raise the long-term economic growth and domestic demand. We'll be back tomorrow at the next release. Goodbye.